Hello and welcome to my channel DK Tutoring. By this video we are going to discuss about shell programming. So we will understanding the shell scripting and what is actually a shell program in this introductory part. So the first part we are going to discuss is what exactly the shell scripting. So the shell is a central part of the DOS kernel. That's why the kernel is around the hardware. So the kernel is nothing but the interpreter between the application, program and the hardware. And above the kernel there are certain commands like cp, grep, tar, who. Along with that there is a shell also. So this shell helps the user to communicate with the kernel and hardware. Okay. Then the next is what is shell exactly. A shell provides you with an interface to the Unix system. Then shell is an environment in which we can run our commands, prog names and shell scripts. Then a shell is a special user program which provide an interface to user to use operating system services like memory management, file management. All these services can be used with the help of shell. Then the next part is there are three types of shell. So first of all is born again shell. So the previous version of this shell is born shell. Now the advanced version is born again shell. So in all other operating system like Ubuntu, Header and like all other operating system, the default shell that you are using is born again shell, means BASH. So it is most widely used shell in the Linux system. It is used as a default login shell in the Linux system and in Mac operating system. It can also be installed on the Windows operating system also. Then the next type is CSH, means C shell. The C shell syntax and the uses are very similar to the C programming language. And the last type is KSH, means Korn shell. Korn shell are said to be as the most powerful shell in the Unix, but it is rarely used. The most useful shell is Bash shell. The Korn shell also was the best for the POSIX shell standard specifications. The next part is why do we need shell scripting? So to avoid repetitive work and automation. For example, if an administrator want to 100 user, so he will add the command 100 times. So this repetitive task is avoided by using shell scripting. And for that we have to use their loop. Okay. Then system admins use shell scripting for routine backups. Then system monitoring. And last one is adding new functionality to the shell. Then the next part is advantages of the shell scripts. The command and the syntax are exactly the same as those directly entered in the command line. So programmer do not need to switch to entirely different syntax. To write shell script, the time need is very less. Then shell script is quick start. Then shell script is interactive debugging. Then the next part is sample example of script. So just write here hash exclamation mark slash bin slash bash. This is a path of shell directory in your operating system and this particular symbol is called as a shebang and it's compulsory to write while writing the shell programming. So it's called as a shebang construct. Before you add anything else to your script, you need to alert the system that a shell script is being started. So it's compulsory to write. Okay. Then the next is hash introduction of shell. So comment in the shell script started with the hash symbol. There is no multiple comment available in the shell. You have to type the comments in individual line. By using comment at each line, we have to use hash symbol. That is a particular part is not executed during the program. Okay. So comment in the shell script by using hash. Then next is the actual program. So this echo is a command in the shell that prints the text on the output screen like you are printing the statement in C programming language. It is not mandatory that you have to use here double inverted comma. No, you can use a single inverted comma also. Or if you don't want to keep any comma, then also it's fine. It will work. Then read is used to scan the value in one variable. So here person is a variable. And finally we are printing the hello message to the person. Okay. So it's it's an example of shell script. We will execute this program on debugger. Okay, and to execute the program, just write that on the terminal as cd desktop slash. If your program is on the desktop, just write cd desktop slash. Then for executing the program, you just write dot slash and your file name. If you get the message like permission denied, just write here chmod 754 file.sh dot slash file.sh. So the meaning of 754 is 7 is for read, write, execute, file is for read, execute, and 4 is for read only. Okay. Then the next part is, someone asked me the question at the time of address book program that how to change the directory path for managing the address book to save somewhere else other than desktop. So then the answer of this question is simply change the path of the file, and if the directory is not available, then you have to make this directory by using mkdir dot, and whatever your directory name is, just write after mkdir dot. For example, if I want to create a directory shell, so just write here mkdir dot shell, then cd shell, then gedit. So I want to make the file that abcd.sh. So .sh is a file extension that must to write at the shell program. So dot slash abcd.sh. If I get the message like permission denied, I just write here chmod 754 abcd.sh, then dot slash abcd.sh. Okay. Then I just open the terminal here, and here I just write mkdir. I want to make the directory as shell. Just write here shell. Okay. Then cd shell. Okay. Then gedit abcd.sh. I want to make the file as abcd.sh, and here I just write my program here. bin slash bash. Okay, so it's mandatory to write at every program. Then I just write comment as introduction of shell. Then it's a hello world program, so I just write here hello world. Okay, then echo is for print the message. Okay, what message I want to print? Hello world. Okay, so to run this program, just go to terminal. Here write cd shell dot slash abcd dot sh. Okay, first of all, you have to simply save this program here. Okay, then go to terminal and write here dot slash abcd dot sh. Okay, here I get the message as permission denied, so I just write here chmod 754 abcd.sh. Okay, dot slash abcd.sh. So I get the message as hello world. Okay, you can see. Now if you want to take some variable to read the name of user, okay, so just write here echo enter username. Okay, then read it into one variable as person. Okay, then echo, write a message here hello person. Okay, just save these and go to terminal and write here dot slash abcd.sh. Okay, enter username. If I write my name Divya, see I get the message as hello Divya. So this is simple shell script, okay, that we have created. So I have to stop here. In coming lectures, we will study the more details of shell scripting. If you have any doubts, then ask your doubts in comment box. Meet you in next video. So guys, goodbye and enjoy learning.